Hello, TC Weekly Pandemically Speaking viewers. It's your resident mask-making juggalo Will here. Today I'm bringing you an all-new episode of Flavor Exchanger, the show where my friends and family give me an album that I definitely haven't heard of before. I listen to it, and then I tell you what I thought of it. Today's album was suggested by my friend Russell, and it is Pink World by Planet P Project. Released in 1984 under producer Peter Hoke, the album is listed under the genres progressive rock and art rock, and it has a collective 26 tracks and a runtime of 78 minutes and 9 seconds. Oddly enough, Planet P Project is a pseudonym name for the solo project of Tony Carey, who has been in a handful of bands. Most notably, he played keyboard for Rainbow while Ronnie James Dio was the frontman. The top 5 tracks to me in just the playing order were track 3, Pink World, track 4, What I See, track 6, Power, track 15, This Perfect Place, and track 17, In the Zone. And this album was extremely a pleasant surprise for me to listen to. I'm really glad I did end up listening to it. It just screams 80s experimental music to me, and that is exactly what Tony Carey was going for when he was making it. And I just love the concept of just creating this secret new named band just to release all your new experimental stuff. And while reading up on the album and just Tony Carey in general, I realized that he and this album have almost a cult-like following. And while listening and also, again, reading into the album, I realized it tells a story of a nuclear dystopia where there's cameras everywhere, and there's a little boy who's 7 years old named Artemis who has a psychic field around the zone where people are living, and eventually he's just getting manipulated by the government to the point where he leaves and disappears. And all in all, this album's storytelling was absolutely phenomenal to me, and it's extremely well done. And the music made to pair with it is a perfect match to me as well. And I honestly think that the project deserves way more recognition than it already has. And that concludes this week's episode of Flavor Exchanger. If you liked what you saw and you'd like to see my other art shenanigans, check out my Instagram at Wisconsin_mask_collector or just Wisconsin Mask Collector on Facebook. Thank you.